Today I'll tell you how the Try Guys became independent from my perspective.
From my perspective.
From my perspective.
And the not stupid perspective. No, I'm kidding.
Before we explain why we left BuzzFeed, we want to tell you about our flash sale. This Cyber Monday, get 25% off everything on tryguys.com and up to 50% off select items. All right, boys, go on. You have a video to do. We left BuzzFeed. When did we leave BuzzFeed? We left BuzzFeed on April 7th or April 11th.
Mid-April of a year that was 2018?
Some people might not know this, but I left BuzzFeed 3 months before the other guys in January 2018.
April 2018.
I don't remember time. After 4 years of working at BuzzFeed, we had a great time, but we were on contracts. Those contracts were expiring.
You know, we were like, well, should we stay or go?
I think all of us had been planning on leaving at some point.
The best way to grow was to leave and to strike out on my own.
More autonomy, more creative control, ownership over my own work, flexibility in my schedule. And
Very much focused on getting my sort of independent career started.
Quite frankly, they didn't want to pay us enough.
Whose idea was it to start an independent company? I'm not really sure.
We had a lot of talks about what is going to be the future of the Try Guys. And really, we were at a point where we were never going to make a video together ever again.
Say Zach was the one who was initially really pushing and exploring the idea of what this whole operation would look like.
I requested with all the guys that we take a meeting together, that we all get in a room and talk about what do we want and what do we see the possibilities being.
And then I would give credit to Ned for actually putting numbers to ideas.
We all went to Zach's place and I walked the team through a spreadsheet of everything that I thought we could do.
He fucking loves spreadsheets. Ned loves spreadsheets so much.
I like doing spreadsheets.
Is it going to be more financially beneficial, more creatively fulfilling? So I guess Ned.
So I guess Ned, I don't know.
But it was my idea.
Zach's gonna be so mad if he hears me say Ned.
Whose idea did they say it was?
You'll see in the video.
They said it was Ned's idea.
I don't know if the other guys can talk so much about what goes into starting a company.
Ooh, the basics of the company. There's so many things that go into creating a company that are even outside of my realm of expertise.
The basics of the company involve a lot of horrible, boring bullshit.
First, you have to come up with a company name and a corporate structure and a ownership situation. So then you got your payroll, you got your health insurance, you got your 401k. Those are kind of general benefit stack for our employees. Make people feel happy, satisfied. Obviously, you got to get good snacks as well.
We were like, we'll name our company this. And then right after, we're like, oh no, our company should not be named that. It should be named this. So then we had to literally file paperwork to cancel previous paperwork.
You put all that in a document and then you fill out some forms, put it to the state, put it to the federal government.
It is awful to start a company.
I was off shooting a feature and Ned was dealing with his new house and baby that was just born. Keith and Zach both were here and put together a lot of the basics for the first videos on the channel and all the equipment that we needed.
Our first standing desk.
You look ridiculous.
You look ridiculous.
There were so many things that we were used to having that I think we took for granted, and so we had to start from scratch. It was like, okay, what cameras and broken lights do you all personally own? Oh, I think we're gonna need this lens, we're gonna need this janky tripod will work.
And we were literally working out of a house that Ned was still moving out of. I showed up and there's an infant, not just a baby, Wes is an infant. And we're trying to do work around an infant. That's a tiny baby. Like, he's like,
The colors, the Try Guys colors. The colors more or less came from Eugene.
I sort of created the 4-color theory palette that eventually became our channel art and a lot of our merchandise.
Give us sex, Zach. Give us sex.
sex.
We had some color affinities. I liked red because it rhymed with Ned.
Ned always loves red because it rhymes with his name.
Apparently, the fact that his name rhymes with Ned is something that we should care about.
Keith likes blue squares.
Even though he's totally abandoned that love. I haven't seen that boy wear blue squares for over a year. And then we were left with like, okay, we could do purple, we could do yellow, we could do green. Eugene said, I can't be yellow because that's racist. I said, that's a fair point.
I picked purple because it's the gayest color. And it happens to also be a very royal color. So it's a super gay queen.
And then I was left with the choice between green and yellow. I think yellow doesn't look good on me. So I chose green. I feel good about that choice.
Was the first thing the Taco Bell video? Because, no.
The first videos we filmed were the Parenthood series because we didn't have any money and we didn't have any equipment, and the most important thing happening to us, or really to Ned, was his baby coming and being born, Wes. We clearly messed with that because Keith is like in a diaper half that video.
After so much stress about navigating this leaving of BuzzFeed, it was so excited to actually be on set filming with the other guys again.
It was like the good old days, right? Like we were like handing off cameras, we were like running sound with each other, we just didn't have enough staff, so everyone was doing every job.
It's a good thing we filmed it when we did, because she like actually had the baby like a week or so later. When the channel first premiered, there was so much anticipation and excitement.
The day we launched was crazy. I mean, really just everything leading up to the launch was so stressful.
When the channel went live, it was a huge sense of relief. It was a good nearly half year of us being quiet about what we were working on.
All these questions on Twitter like, guys, where are the Try Guys? Are you done? Are you friends anymore? And meanwhile, I'm working harder on this than I've ever worked before. And I'm like, I have so much cool stuff coming. You just don't know yet. You just don't know.
It was crazy because we had actually made 2 channel intros, one for a different name and one for the Try Guys, because literally until the night before, we didn't know if we were going to be the Try Guys. Hence all of the paperwork about what company name we would have. Horrible, boring bullshit.
The first subscriber was me. And we were all hanging out in the room, and I realized that we had no subscribers.
I was the first subscriber, but then I unsubscribed because I didn't want to blow the cover. So Zach will say he's the first subscriber because he saw it go from 0 to 1. I'm telling you, about a month and a half before that, when we actually created the channel, I subscribed just to make sure it was working and then unsubscribed.
It was me. I don't want to throw any video under the bus. Because if it's a video I didn't make, I probably shouldn't answer that one.
You know, I'm not a big fan of The Bachelor.
Or probably The Bachelor.
I didn't watch every episode of The Bachelor.
I just don't care about dogs that much, so sue me, you know? I just like, it's not my journey.
He's the only Try Guy without dogs. It makes no sense why he'd be judging dogs.
They're difficult, you grow, they love you unconditionally because they're dogs. The best video on our channel is the lap-sitting saga of Eugene. It is pure joy. It is chaotic good. On the alignment chart, it is like off the chaotic good. It is like insanity good. I feel like all the fans like were in on the joke. It was just like a giant inside joke, and it's a beautiful piece of art.
All of the videos with Wes are probably my favorite, but I think my favorite has to be either the Try Guys meeting Ned's baby or Eugene babysitting Wes. Do you want to hold him?
No, I don't.
Okay. Being able to show what my world was day in, day out, and then expose these 3 other guys to that was really special.
On this new channel, we work together a lot, but we also get to make projects that kind of showcase our personal styles and loves. And I think Candid Competition is just like my wacky humor taken to the nth degree.
I think my favorite video is probably my coming out video, mainly because it not only allowed me to sort of express myself to the online audience through the filmmaking style and voice and performance that I prefer. It was really wonderful to see that it had a lot of impact for a lot of young people out there, especially who are struggling with their identity. So I was very fortunate to be in a position that I was able to create that.
It's been such a whirlwind. It really has been one of the greatest and most rewarding things I've ever gotten to do.
It feels great. It's awesome. You know, we have a robust staff. There's like 15 people in this single bathroom home.
I am so happy. I feel so proud.
It feels amazing to be able to own and operate your own company.
Being able to do it with my best friends and my new best friends, all the people that we work with and collaborate with.
We really are a really well-oiled machine, and it also feels like we're big but small. Like we're still able to have like little happy hours where we all get together and we make jokes as a big team.
To have the ability to say, hey, if we want to start a podcast, we just start a podcast. Or if we want to go on a tour, we just like make that happen. And
then also doing it with you guys, being on this journey with everyone who's watched and supported, both directly, like on our Patreon, but also just with your views and with your love.
And I don't think we would have been able to do that if we were still working for a different company, because there's a lot more protocol in place. And here, guess who creates the protocol? These guys. Guess who runs HR? Nobody. We don't have HR. Shots for everybody. The goal I have for our channel is to be able to expand even beyond us, you know, because I think that what we're trying to put out in the world is a message of inclusivity, but also daringness to explore things that you're afraid of or you're uncomfortable with. And I don't think that's limited to the 4 Try Guys. I think that is something that is vastly expansive and something that should be expressed from other people's perspectives.
But this year I want to get into more scripted videos on the channel. I've been trying to bring those elements into our unscripted work, but yeah, I'm gonna make some scripted pieces up in this bitch.
we're gonna have different shows. We're gonna have each of those shows be on a different day of the week. We're looking to take to Netflix. We're looking to take to TV. We're looking to do everything we possibly can.
My goal for our channel by this time next year is to have over 10 million subscribers, because I know we have 25 million different independent viewers watching our content every 90 days. So why we only got 6 million subscribers? What y'all doing? My goal is to be bigger. I mean, there is no reason we should have less subscribers than Jake Paul. No reason to have less subscribers than James Charles. No reason to have less subscribers than several people who have more.
You know, if you subscribe, maybe we'll make another season of The Barkschler.
We're a production company, there's 4 of us. We should have 40 million subscribers, right? Well, what do you want? I'm eating so much. I have to go to the doctor so much more just to get blood tests and make sure I'm not killing myself.